All right. So as Brandon alluded to, the hottest topic that I can think of, or that we can think of, is the AI predicament dilemma. I would say.
Yeah, it's definitely a dilemma, I think.
As you may have seen, there's been a couple of songs going around of people basically emulating popular artists' vocals like most.
Yeah, mostly vocals of popular artists.
The biggest one was Drake so far. I know.
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd. Did you guys see all the Kanye covers that were coming out?
Yeah, and I mean, if you don't know how it works, basically they record it's basically like us recording in our voices, and then they fucking take Kanye or Drake's voice and put it over their voice.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, though, I did see a whole thread of Rihanna doing all these different songs and covers? Crushed it. Like, damn.
Like AI, you're saying?
AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because that's
scary.
That's the big thing. I think people have. I mean, like I'll break down AI a little bit more in a second, I guess. But the big thing that I think people are confused about is AI aren't writing these lyrics and making these beats. People are still creating, at least from my understanding, people are creating these songs and then they're writing it to sound like Drake, and then they're using AI to put Drake's voice over theirs. And man, is it killing it.
Correct.
AI Drake is doing shit that fucking real Drake hasn't done in quite some time, in my opinion.
Sounds exact. It's them.
Yeah.
It's their voice.
Literally.
It's their voice.
Because if you deliver it in the right way, and that in particular, the one that's going around with Drake and The Weeknd, that Universal actually even had to put out a fucking cease and desist essentially for it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because the people were thinking it was a Drake and Weeknd song. I mean, that one in particular. I mean, if you had told me The Weeknd was a little off, but if you had told me that was Drake on that song, I would. Yeah. If you would have said, "Oh, listen to a Drake song," and nobody said AI, I would have just listened to it like it was a Drake song.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, Drake's on his shit right now. Yo, he's coming back. Scary hours.
So AI, I mean, in general, just so everybody is a little like up to speed on the AI thing. So it's become a huge thing all of a sudden. It's the AI technology is advancing at such a rapid rate right now.
Yeah.
But one of the most popular things in AI has become like the chat AI bots, and the most popular one was ChatGPT. And essentially, what it is you go on, and it works just like any chat you've ever been on. You go on and you ask it a question, and it gives you it's like Google. It'll give you an answer. You could ask it
in depth too, right?
Yeah, but it's not just answers. Like obviously, I could ask it, who led the league in stats last year or whatever in the NBA, and it would give me that answer. But it does a lot more than that. You could say, write me a novel in the style of like Stephen King or something, and give it.
You could do all that.
No, yeah, you people have like it's writing papers for kids, and
that's that's crazy.
You guys didn't know that?
No, I didn't know all
that.
People
are using it to write papers. They're using it. People are using it
for Edubirdie.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. You ever watch like Zeus, fucking Zeus and Belu?
Yeah.
They always used to plug Edubirdie to write their essays.
But no, essentially that's what it's doing though. It literally it's writing papers. It's writing. You can ask it to write. I've messed around with it quite a little bit, and this is how I know that. AI is not writing fucking Drake lyrics, is because I've asked it to write lyrics, and it can't write lyrics the way it'll write you some lyrics and they'll rhyme, but it's nothing that's actually like a nice punchline or like anything like that.
So it's written by somebody with the artist's voice. No, I'm saying AI Drake.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
but the cool then real quick, just like so everybody knows how realistic these chats really are. There's a thing called the Turing test. It's called, and it's named after the guy who invented it. It's something Robert Turing, I want to say his name was maybe, but his last name was Turing. And essentially, it's a test where somebody interacts with the AI chat and humans chatting.
Yeah.
And if you can't tell which one's the AI, it passes the Turing test. And ChatGPT was the first AI chat to pass the Turing test. So we're officially at the point where people can't tell whether they're speaking with a human or a robot.
Jesus Christ.
And that
it's scary.
Is a scary thing. And we could do a whole podcast on this topic, honestly, because I want to bring it towards like back to the creative side, because we can talk about why it's scary in a second. But to creative side, I mean, you guys have heard it. I mean, what do we even need artists for. If somebody
That's the scary part.
If Drake doesn't even have to do anything, he just has a room of writers, and then somebody can go and perform it for him, and then all I have to do is just put his voice over it. What do we need? What do we need artists for?
Yeah. All he needs to do is memorize it and perform it.
Yep.
That's
Literally.
the crazy part. He's putting, but
Yeah.
obviously he would never.
The thing
do
that's
that,
scariest about it is like already seeing the progression of it and how fast it's getting like scarier and scarier and like more like precise with shit.
Yeah.
It's
definitely.
like who knows where it's gonna be in like a few years from now. Like, cause like how for me when I first started like seeing like the voices was like stupid funny videos on Twitter like putting like Donald Trump's voice
Biden,
over.
Biden,
You know what I
Trump
mean?
shit,
And then now I'm seeing the songs and it's like, bro, are we even gonna know like if anything is real anymore? Like, how are we gonna know?
Trying to do something crazy.
How are we gonna know what's real and what's fake anymore? Like,
Yeah, that's wild.
That's the scary part that I don't want to get into yet. Let's start with the creative side. So I think that this. Do you guys think it's going to ruin creativity? Do you think if AI can just emulate human art, what do you need the artist for, right? Do you think that that's how it's gonna like, or do you think it'll push humans to be more creative to a point where it can't be emulated by AI?
I just don't think that the artist is gonna stop being the artist
Right.
because of AI.
Because somebody's got to be the artist, right? Somebody's got to be. You have to get to the point where the AI has enough data and somebody even cares to hear your voice emulated. You know what I mean? There's still work you got to put in, essentially. Right?
Essentially, yeah.
But I think that honestly, it's either going to ruin creativity, or it's going to push humans into a more creative space because you have to do something that can't be just made by a computer.
Yeah.
I just think it also it could be it's just so much deception involved in it. Like you said, if artists can use it to their advantage, technically, they could have a room full of people making songs and just put their fucking voice on it, and they have fucking 50 songs in a day.
Boom.
OVO,
Quentin Miller,
OVO Rock or whatever, Rocco, whatever his name is. Lay the verse for me, and then let's just put the AI on.
And I mean, yeah, like I guess there are some positives for it too. Like I said earlier in the group chat, I was like, I never heard of that song Mercury before, and then there was a Drake cover by Drake AI of the song Mercury by who was it by?
It's Connor Musari. He's actually got the guy who he put out a song every day during COVID.
Okay, so yeah, so then I went back and listened to the original song, and like, cool, it introduced me to that song. I mean, stuff like that is cool, I guess. But in the big picture, I can't help but just like mold it into like way bigger than music because it really is. No, it is. For me. It's just it's no different than fucking self checkout, bro. We're taking the human element out of literally everything.
So
we want less workers in stores, and it's just from there it's going to trickling down to everything. Like, is the future gonna need us?
Yeah, right. Like, what are we gonna? What are we good for at that point?
That's been the AI debate since iRobot, probably way before that. It's just the Jetsons. People.
I guess now with all this, it's just more like when it hits home, closer to home.
It's like home, exactly.
It's
now
like
it's becoming reality.
Now it's coming to the forefront. We're seeing it firsthand. It's
I don't
crazy.
know, bro. I don't fucking know.
I mean, like this is months ago. Even I saw an AI generated video, and tell me if you guys saw this, but it was Joe Biden addressing, like it was a press conference. Reinstating the draft. But it was AI-generated video.
I did see that. Yeah, that was crazy.
If you were an idiot,
you believe that.
Yeah,
you would have thought you were going to war.
Not us, we're old. But the youngins, the youngins are going to war.
Yeah, I got a broke ass leg.
I mean, it gets just so deep, and like it's like something that like they say ignorance is bliss, because like the less I think about it and the less I know about it, the better I'm just in a better mindset, because it's like. Already the internet is like a scary place, but like now when you could basically set people up, because people believe everything on the internet as it is. So now you could like basically make up a whole thing about people and like have fake evidence against people like with their voice.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, it just gets too crazy.
Next thing you know, you have something in court. People are trying to use.
That's what I'm
how do you
saying.
determine it? Is there a way to determine it? Like I don't know.
It
These
gets
are all stuff
too
that we're
deep.
gonna immediately we're gonna find out soon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I wonder if it's actually going to even push people back to news channels.
I wonder
if you can't believe what you're seeing on your feeds anymore, which I mean, you really could never believe what you were seeing.
Not fully, no.
But now it's even worse, because now you're actually seeing the people that you're supposed to believe say things that they never said. So now we have to go back to, honestly, might have to go back to trusting the fucking machine
And
that
that
we all
might be
hate.
even scary.
That might even be scary. It literally might. Like the machine we all hate might be the most trustworthy thing again.
Yeah. It's definitely a bigger conversation, and it takes a lot smarter people than probably us to figure out like the solutions.
But all
to
in
this.
all, though, how do you feel about it? Like, are you like you don't like it? You don't support it?
I don't fuck with it. No.
Yeah, no.
I don't fuck with it. I mean, I will listen to the songs like on Twitter. Like I'm like, yo, this shit.
It's in my iTunes.
This shit kind of bangs. Like I don't know what to say, but it's just like it's very, very scary how it will affect real life because it will.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's only gonna get.
I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't even want to give it. I don't even want to give it any love.
Yeah, but it's only gonna get stronger, stronger, and stronger. That's the thing.
Yeah, you're right.
People are smart as fuck.
Yeah, they got.
They have to, bro. They have to ban it.
Yeah,
But
Because
will they?
and I mean, damn, I really could talk about fucking AI forever. I watched a video. It was an interview with. So Google has. This is an actual position. AI ethicists, people who study the ethics of AI and how they're being used. Google has people that they employ that do that shit. They keep they monitor how the AI is used. They monitor how people interact with AI. This guy, I forget what the name of this AI chat was, but it wasn't ChatGPT. It was a different one. He was interacting with it, and he asked what its biggest fear was. And the chat told him, the AI, that its biggest fear was being shut off.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So now, this guy, who's a fucking dingbat, in my opinion.
A dingbat.
Ding dong.
Right. Take it easy, eh?
He believes that it raises the question of, do these AI now have rights because they have feelings?
Oh,
yeah. Oh god,
bro.
Fucked.
And to me, I hope you guys don't mind, I'm fucking just talking. But to me, that's ridiculous because everything that AI learns is from what we've taught it to learn.
Yeah, humans.
The only reason that AI knows that it should be afraid of being shut off is because everything it's read from everything because it has access to everything. It can read all the things, all the movies, all the things that we think it should be afraid of, all this stuff. The only reason it feels that way is because what it gathers is that it should feel that way. It's not actually feeling anything. Even if it were to feel like, I feel love for the person for the like if you're chatting with it on and off or whatever, and it's having it all of a sudden it's like I love you, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say in a crazy fucking world, it falls in love. It falls in love with the person that's using it. It doesn't actually love you. It just knows that from all the data that's collected,
that's what
it
they
should feel
say.
that way.
Yeah, and I'm starting to think iRobot was like a foreshadowing to our fucking future, bro.
Yeah,
Yo, dog.
Bro, a lot of these movies are
The
though.
AI dilemma's been around forever, bro.
Yeah,
I know, but it's here now.
It's here now.
Yeah, it's definitely here,
and it's fucking terrifying.
They have robots fucking patrolling Times Square now.
Yeah, cop robots too.
It's crazy.
I don't even know how to feel.
All right, let's go to something lighter because we can fucking talk about that. That was AI. I hope y'all enjoyed it.